Hello everybody, what's up? Cedric and CJ here, CR Wrestling Commentary. We'll be reviewing Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, and we're going to just jump right on into this, all right? And I do apologize for being late on this. I've been having some issues, bad vision, couldn't see, tired, ill, all this other stuff, but it's cleared up enough for me to be able to do this, so taking a shot at it. Although everything is blurry on the screen, I can make it out about 80%. So this right here opens up. It started off with the Women's Royal Rumble. And so instead of going through all, because normally what I want to do is like, okay, who started, order of elimination, then the final one, yada yada, and call out some key moments. There are key moments, but I waited to the end because, look, this right here, Nikki Bella, she's number 30, right? She, and she's in the ring, is she is what, the final 12?
Yeah.
Was it?
I think so.
Well, so who was in there? Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, who came in at number 1, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, who is also known as Roxy, Stephanie Vaquer, or Vaquer, and Julia. Okay. Now, here's the problem. Before it got to this part, because I was going to watch the whole thing, and when Roxy came in, Roxanne Perez, when she came in, she was doing her thing. Everyone tries to get their little, it's a cookie cutter thing. You come in, you shine for about 15 to 30 seconds, and then you slowly kind of peter out, and then you gravitate into the back and forth with someone. Then you go find somebody to just deal with until the countdown ends, and then someone else does it. So that was boring after about, I say, the 5th one. But Roxy here is no different some years ago in Ring of Honor when she went against Willow Nightingale, who the fans were all right with, but by the end of the match, they was like, Willow, you are everything, and Roxy, you need to go home.
Willow treated it like it was a championship match and showed what she could do, and Roxy showed that she couldn't do.
She bumbled and fumbled and did everything, and just like in this, it was a spot where she was, I guess, was supposed to get Samoan dropped by Nia Jax. And she kept trying to jump on her back. And I'm like, you're trying to jump on her back to get a move done on you. You have failed the first time. Reset. Do something else. Let me tell y'all this. A lot of people gonna get mad at me for saying this. Real pro wrestlers know how to call an audible. Real pro wrestlers don't have to have the whole match choreographed. Real pro wrestlers know how to wrestle. Call it in the ring, because you never know when something is going to happen.
If you burn the bacon, you don't cook it again.
There you go.
It's too late.
She kept trying to jump on her back. It looked bad. Some of the audience was kind of like, ugh. And I'm like, she ain't learned. And Nia ain't learned. I was like, it's best we get to the final 12 and see what's going on after that. And I was annoyed to see that Roxanne Perez was still in it.
But neither one of those women you just mentioned would be able to call it
in the ring.
No. So if it's not what they've been told, we got to keep looking stupid till we get it right.
Exactly. And that falls on the agents, management, trainers, and all that. That falls on the WWE itself, not the talent. The talent go out there and do what you tell them to do, and if it looks stupid, that's on you. It's that simple. Don't have them do what they can't do. And so, Nia Jax, she eliminates 5 of them. Stephanie Vaquer, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. And then
McDuffie.
And who was remaining? Nikki Bella, Charlotte Flair, and I was like, she's gonna win this. Nia Jax, Roxanne Perez, Bayley, and Julia. Julia still knew not gonna happen. Bayley's got her storyline with somebody else already. Perez, no. Jax, you've already been there, you good. Charlotte's making her great return to the WWE, and Nikki Bella, LOL. That's how I saw it.
Yeah. She's retired. She's there for a temporary yay factor.
Like before we stopped watching WWE or F at the time, when they would, for the Royal Rumble, bring in some of the old legends and stuff like Jim Duggan, Michael Wall Street, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they would do. It's like they ain't gonna win. So then Roxanne eliminated Julia, Nikki eliminated Bayley, and then Nikki and Jax eliminated Nikki. All right, Nia Jax eliminated, my bad, to my vision. Nia Jax, I saw Nikki and Jax, but Nia Jax eliminated Nikki Bella. So it was Charlotte, Nia Jax, and Roxanne left. Charlotte and Roxanne, they eliminated Nia Jax. All right. Charlotte Flair, she eliminated Roxanne. And, well, Roxana Perez. So I'm like, okay. Either Perez is going to be epic on NXT, or she's coming to Raw or SmackDown to get a really major push to be in there with one of the last two. I don't agree if that's how they're going to do it. Then next we get the best of 3 tag team title match. And it's the Motor City Machine Guns versus Do It Yourself, or DIY. And DIY is the current champions.
Mm-hmm.
And so just to crunch it all, because it was a good match, fans just didn't give a damn.
The fans were like, man, where is bathroom time? Where's the popcorn?
Did I bring the cheese grater? Did I leave the stove on?
Yeah.
Is the iron still running?
Did we lock the door?
Is the dog in or out?
They were not caring about this match.
So fall number 1, Shelly was pinned by Ciampa after a flying knee after a tagless bait and switch, which was pretty good.
And Ciampa's got a 55-year-old head on a 33-year-old body.
He almost matched Jeff Jarrett. So the Machine Guns do what they can, but the fans are not into the match at all.
Mm-mm.
They only pop a bit on moves, but not the struggle for either team or rule bending by the heels. And there's a reason for that. Because the fans on either program, no matter what company it is, they're not educated on tag team wrestling at all. Tag team to fans. Correct me if I'm wrong. For those that don't know, tell me if I'm wrong. For those that the indie lovers out there, tag team wrestling, double team moves, double team high spots, tag sometimes, or rapid tags just to be funny, and hit a bunch of finishers, and then it's over. You don't know if that's what you know, then that's not your fault. That's not your fault at all. That's the company's fault. They're supposed to educate you on what the tag team rules are. It's if you know what the tag rules are, I ain't talking about going behind the scenes. I mean tag team rules. How can you make a legal tag? How can you make a legal blind tag? When is it best to double team? How long do you have to be in the ring? Sometimes it's referee's discretion, but that discretion is how long each count is. There's a lot of rules to tag team wrestling.
And think about it this way. When it comes to wrestling in general, in order, tag teams have to have as much it factor as a single wrestler does.
Yes.
And none of their tag teams have any kind of it factor. And if you're going to be in WWE and succeed, you have to have that. It can't be just, oh, they're good wrestlers. No. If you're going to succeed in WWE, you have to have that. And none of their tag teams do.
And they bounce that title off of everybody.
And it's like, yeah. None of them are visually appealing. None of them be like, I wouldn't fuck with that team.
There are no striking tag teams.
None of them. Name some striking tag teams, just for quick examples.
You mean like from the past?
Yeah.
All of them.
Okay.
I'm serious. Varsity Club, Steiner Brothers.
Yeah.
Even if that Varsity Club was Dr. Death and Mike Rotunda, or Mike Rotunda and Rick Steiner, or Dr. Death and Rick Steiner.
The Outsiders.
Yep. It
Chronic. Oh, I wish Chronic had had a run.
Really, right? The Eliminators, the Dudley Boys, Doom, Legion of Doom, you know, the Road Warriors.
Road Warriors.
You know, the list goes on. The Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express. The Rock and Roll Express was small. They were small, but they were over because they were striking.
And these tag teams, the ones that are currently bouncing these belts off of, none of them cut promos. You don't believe what they say. They're just in the back bickering with each other.
No one's wearing good-looking bright colors. It's like they're ballerinas, and then someone just platooned them or something.
That's all they're doing is bickering in the back. I don't like what you did. I don't like what you did. Are you
like,
gonna help me? Are you gonna help me? That's all that's going on between these tag teams.
You know they playing you, right? They playing you.
Yeah, it's
beat
like,
down. You gonna help the one that got beat down? The one that's been trying to help you? Nope.
Nobody's paying attention to it. I don't blame them. I really don't.
So, on the second fall, Machine Guns pinned Gargano after Skull and Bones. Some fans counted, but as he just said, they are all out for nachos. And that's what you like. She said the fans are out for nachos on this match.
I did.
Yep. I was like, I gotta write that down. You never know what I'm writing down, what you saying. And then I was like, okay, we know who won the first fall. You know who's gonna win the second fall. And then the third fall, is it really up in the air? No, because you want to get some longevity on the belt, so you know DIY is gonna retain the belts. Can we just get it over with?
Yeah.
And that's about how the fans were. Ciampa scores the pin on Alex Shelley after a double knee strike. And this was after Street Profits distracted the referee, which they helped DIY win, beat down the Machine Guns a little bit. You know, so they attacked DIY, and then commentary did a good job explaining the Profits wanted the Machine Guns to lose so the Street Profits, can be the ones to take the belts from DIY. That was good. Because
DIY is the ones that attacked the Street Profits. Ever since the Street Profits got attacked, that's what this whole bickering back and forth was about. So do you know who did it? Do you know who did it? I know who did it.
It's the same one that put out Jade Cargill. How about that?
There you go. And it was going on for weeks. Oh, they did it. Oh, why you say we did it? We didn't do it. They did it. Oh, we're gonna attack. It's just been the same the same shit for weeks. And it's terrible.
I'm like, man, come on, right? It's like some things are so obvious, but then the Machine Guns, they're not a big team. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up when it comes to Motor City Machine Guns. Maybe it's because Cedra and I watched them too long. Who knows? I can't pinpoint it. I really don't. But yeah, how can I say this? It's not that they're predictable. I don't mind predictability too much. I don't when it comes to a tag team. Predictability, and they do something different. You're like, oh, whoa, what's going on? So you can be thrown for a loop with something subtly different. But their selling, their hype ups have all stayed the same. It's mechanical. It's like seeing Big Boss Man, Ted DiBiase, Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, Virgil, or anybody beat on Hulk Hogan, and then he starts hulking up.
Yeah,
it's the same. Eventually, do you believe it?
No.
You stop believing it, and that's what the Machine Guns have done. It's they're going through their own motions.
But let me tell you what else that you may not be considering.
What?
When we first started watching the Motor City Machine Guns, the way they wrestle, the speed, their types of moves, it was new, and it was done well. You with me?
Now we're used to it.
Now we're used to it being done poorly. Over and over and over again ad nauseum. And so now we see them doing this like, we're just tired of the whole style altogether. It's not their fault.
It's just they did it, they innovated it, and now everyone does it. So what's special about it anymore?
Yeah, especially when they've been doing it in such a way where you just want to retch when you see it.
I can't remember who the name of the people on the team, but they had something for a little bit, and the tag team name was called Speed Muscle.
Oh yeah, I was getting ready. I was thinking about them. Yeah, because they wrestle faster than Motor City.
Yeah, I'm like, they were so fast you really couldn't keep up with them. Optically, you could not keep up with them too well, and that's not their fault, and it's not our fault. It's just when they're doing stuff, the camera angles keep changing.
Yeah.
So you can't see what's happening. When someone is doing something fast, you pan away and show the ring. But that's what you do.
Another problem with that is that there's no way you can keep that up forever.
You after about 7-8 months, you be like, I'm not doing this. Because you'll see them going through the motions. You'll see they're gonna gas out. Wear and tear, or I'm done with the gimmick, or I'm just bored with this partner, or I'm not going anywhere in this company, or when someone gets that notion of I have to keep this up all the time, I'm done.
Yeah.
Some people do that. It's not that they got to keep it up. No, if you don't keep it up, you got nothing going on. It's like, man, I'm done. So it could be that. The tag team division, when people say they need an overhaul, they always want to see somebody different. They need to be like, hey, y'all do the same stuff day in and day out. Have you thought about doing something different?
It's like the tag teams that are trying to be dangerous, you don't believe them.
There's no demolition.
And the ones that
Heart
are
Foundation.
The ones that are, I don't like what you did. You believe them too much.
When you can call it in the ring, you got your set moves, you do your thing, yada yada. Is pretty much cookie cutter match per match. But then sometimes when you have a longer match and you haven't done everything in every match, then they start seeing new stuff. And they're like, oh, you got to get the pay-per-view. Why? Because you get to see them do this. Or you don't know what they're going to do in this because, you see them on TV. It's like warm-up matches. But then when you get to the pay-per-view, man, you see stuff you don't never see on TV. But you don't get that anymore because you see everything now.
Mm-hmm. On the first date, they take off all their clothes. On the second date, they take off all their clothes. The third date, they take off all their clothes. By the time you get to the honeymoon, it's like, let's watch TV.
Yep. I got to increase the font. Everything is running together now. Well, not the font, but the size of it. It was at 100. Now I got to put this thing at 120. I was like, why is everything a white mask on a black background?
I would leave it at 120.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it here. Is this the last match? No, okay. Okay, we got other stuff. All right. I was like, man, I know there was more than this. So now we get to the undisputed title ladder match. Kevin Owens versus the champion, Cody Rhodes. And I'm like, as you were saying, we got to watch all this to watch Kevin Owens lose. They're not going to give him the belt. I think Kevin would make a better champion than Cody. Far more entertaining, but Kevin teeters on heel heat and go home heat. But you listen to the boos, they aren't heel heat or go home heat. It's how we know that you're supposed to be entertaining us and making us laugh or do something, but you're not. So what's the problem? It's those boos of expectation.
Mm.
And I've been learning that. And I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. But for this match, the fans were lit.
Yeah.
They were lit until they started fighting. The fans were uproarious. It was unmitigated cheers. And then Cody and Kevin started fighting. They didn't do anything bad. It was just the expectation is greater than it happening. You know, you're about to fall off that cliff and you're scared, but then you either do fall or you don't. Then you kind of like, okay, oh crap, I almost fell, or well, now I'm falling. And you know,
it's like someone burns your house down, and then when you finally get a hold of them, you break into a wrestling match.
Wow,
What?
that's good. I don't know if you meant that sick burn or not.
I didn't, but okay, it was the first thing that came to mind.
To burn down my damn childhood house, man. Let's wrestle.
Yeah, right.
Look, Owen slams Cody through the ladder spokes. Then beat on him with a piece of the ladder. Then the fans, they came up when they started fighting on the outside and with items. They had to get some furniture. Owens hip tosses Cody on the ladder. Cody throws Kevin into the ladder. Kevin can hear, this is commentary, but Kevin can hear Michael Cole yelling that he's gone crazy, that he's lost it. Owens tells him, he's like, I already lost it. I'm like, so you mean to tell me, Michael Cole, you yelling into the mic that much that Kevin can hear you over those fans and 15 feet away? You are talking too damn loud, bro. So the fans, they explain, okay.
The fans explain?
Yeah. Yeah, the fans explained why they are not so happy with the ladder match.
Oh, okay. What did they say?
They did. They want tables.
Oh.
They had a freaking ladder match and they're chanting for tables. When I debuted one of my events on Twitch, and one of the wrestlers got thrown outside the ring. I'm not calling out names, but the dude wrote in chat, dive. As soon as he was thrown out of the ring, dive. I was like, when I read it, I was like, you dumbass idiot. So it doesn't matter if the wrestler is someone, no matter how big or small, dive outside the ring, because that'll be entertaining for me. Man, just massive mark. Just a move mark. And so that's what this was. You got multiple ladders. You've got fighting. You've got slamming on ladders and jacking each other up. Give me a table. Because, yeah. So the fans are a major problem with wrestling. I would stop using tables. I'm not giving you children what you want. Y'all gonna look at this product. You're gonna watch this product. You ain't getting a damn table. And then once you get rid of all the table marks, then you get the people that want to see wrestling only. Yeah, you're gonna take a small hit, but all 200,000 of them ain't needed.
Yeah.
So Owens, he got a step ladder, and the fans were not happy. And when the fans died down, Pat McAfee went nuts over the step ladder. And the fans kind of laughed a little bit. They did a little whoa and a little bit, but man, Pat McAfee. And see, I got to do this now because I haven't listened to Jim Cornette because I don't want him filtering my brain with information. You know, I don't want that. I want to do this natural, my own thoughts. So I'll be listening to Jim Cornette after I'm done with this. And then we got to watch SmackDown. So Kevin uses it to annoy Cody, slams Cody on it. And then while Cody rides, Pat shouts that all of Cody's bones are broken.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, I hate this guy. Pat McAfee is a freaking idiot. I do not like this guy at all. I wish he'd go away. He's insulting. You send him on it. He's broken every bone in his body. But shut your dumb ass up. That's I said that too. I was looking at the screen. Shut your dumb ass up. It's bad enough they accept the term. He split him in half. He broke him in half. He took his head off. No, the head is still on the neck. It's still there. I can see it. There's no blood spurting up and body dropping. You can stop that. And I get figure of speech, but man, there are so many things that one could say. Just saying, man. So many things one could say.
You gotta keep it simple.
I knocked him for a loop. That's technically saying he gave him a concussion. Technically. So I had to note, got to point out that we've seen Cody ticked off for weeks. And on SmackDown, Punk repeated how angry he was. Why didn't Cody show any of that anger at any point of this match? Mm-hmm. Now he did. We just had to get there. So Cody got a hope spot where he started nailing Kevin with a pair of the ladder. It was a part of it. I mean, then he was stopped short. Kevin cut that off, and then I had to note that Michael Cole did well to point out how dumb it is to beat Cody down and not go for the belts. I like that. And then Wade, I think that's his name, he pointed out that Kevin has to weaken his opponent first. I was like, I like that. That's good stuff right there. Mm-hmm. They need to say more stuff like that. Kevin goes for a power driver and Cody back body dropped him on the V angle of the ladder. And see, that was just so dangerous.
Yep.
And I promise you, Kevin called that spot because Kevin's an idiot too. Kevin's an idiot. He wants stuff like this so he can do his indie crap. And put it like this: you can be indie, but you don't have to be stupid. You want to do indie stuff, fine. You want the ladders, you want the tables, the chairs, you want to beat each other down, that's fine. There's good ways, smart ways, safe ways to do it. But when you get backdropped on a ladder like that, when you can come down upper back first with most of your weight on your upper back, that edge of the ladder can separate your spinal column. It is right between the bones separated. You can get paralyzed right there. I'm just saying, don't be stupid.
It's not hard.
And they'd be like, man, I got to do what I do, man. It's just wrestling. It's like, man, yeah, you shut your dumb ass up then. You'd rather see someone do a spot that you go, whoa, for and won't remember in 2 weeks, but they won't walk for the rest of their life. Yeah. You can, go fornicate yourself, bro. So Owen stops Cody from climbing the ladder with a power bomb onto a ladder in the corner. Luckily, Cody skinned off the ladder. I think he popped his head a little bit, but
yeah, I think he did too.
Yeah, it was too fast to see it well, and I wasn't about to start rewinding that shit anyway. Owens does a high angle fisherman buster on the ladder, and I was like, no one superplexes Kevin, so what's finna happen? And he hit that fisherman bust. I was like, man, I thought it looked great, and it was ruined when Pat shouts, he might be dead. As if that's a good thing. Pat McAfee is just I'm going to just say, it's a dumbass motherfucker. Pat McAfee is too stupid to be on commentary. There's too many deaths in wrestling each year. Too many horrific accidents in wrestling each year to be marking out that someone might be dead in the ring. Last time that happened in the ring in WWE, it was Owen Hart. Do we want to repeat? No. So shouting stuff like that is stupid. It's stupid. And all the idiot marks out there that do their e-feds, that do commentary, they're going to hear that, and then their guy's going to do something or girl's going to do something, and they're going to shout the same thing. And it's going to sound stupid because it's bad enough that in real life, that's dumb to shout, but now they're going to say a video game character's dead. It just raises the bar of being stupid. That's what it does. Like, can you reach this level? Let's see if you can. I'll hold your beer. So officials check on Cody and Owens, and then Sami Zayn comes in checking on both of them.
I don't even understand what was the point of that. You just couldn't hold yourself back, huh?
Well, it looked brutal. I'm going to give it that. But I'm like, Kevin delivered the move. Why are you checking on him? I guess he's trying to stay in the middle.
You know how you could have stayed in the middle? By staying in the back.
Ah, good one. Yep.
There was no need for him to run his old... There was no need for him to come out there.
Nope. The staff was there to fill in downtime and get people to worry. So that was good. And the wrestlers get up and Cody hits crossroads on Kevin. Doesn't sell it. Kevin just, I think he rolled out the ring.
Something like that.
Cody beats Kevin in the head on the table, and then, and look, now Cody's fired up. Now he's angry. It's the end of the match. Now he's got all that rage and venom and crap. And then Cody passes 57's his head into the post.
I think I watched that 3 times. Kevin Owens didn't get his hands up.
No, Owens' indie mind can make good little spots like that awesome. That's when the indie mind comes into play. When you know how to do it safely, you don't have to get your hands up, and it looks bad. Oh, but it's not. That's when that indie mindset is beautiful. So Cody turns it up a little bit more, punching Owens in the eye, and because I think he was bleeding at this time, and then he took a low blow, but then Cody hit the Alabama Slam on Owens from the table, sending him into a ladder, landing. It was on his back, but Kevin rolled back onto his head, and it looked nasty, and I thought that was awesome. But they talked that out. They worked on that in the back. They talked that out for a few days. Like, yeah, this is the best way. Because you have to do it in a way where somebody's not getting up. It has to look like somebody's not getting up. Because when I first saw it, I said, what the hell is wrong? And then they showed it again. I was like, oh, I see the magic. Okay, cool. And I moved on. So, he rested, folded up, staff checking on Owens. Cody gets both belts down, win the match. The whole time Kevin stayed head down in the ladder, which I don't agree with, but no one cared to free him for at least
a minute.
Yeah. Or at least the ability to make him comfortable. Man, I got a feeling Owens was telling them to leave him like that. So let's see. I wrote a lot. Oh wait, nope. That's CR Fire Pro. Okay, hold up. All right. Whew. I was hoping that this wouldn't be an hour, and it's not. So then we get to the main event, because we all knew Cody was going to win.
Yep.
But you don't know who's going to win the Men's Royal Rumble. Or the Men/S Royal Rumble is what I got up there for some reason.
Men/S.
Yeah, I didn't hit the apostrophe.
Oh, okay.
So Ray was number 1. Penta's number 2. Ray stood in the ring looking out at Penta with that look of, that look, it just screamed, this fucking kid. It's just that look. It just looked like disdain.
Yeah.
And I could have been reading them wrong. I don't know, but Penta's got one of the coolest struts in wrestling history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a mixture of the Scott Hall and what, but still,
I wouldn't even call it that.
it's his own. You can see it. You can put him next to Scott Hall and be like, oh, I see what you did there. Like Flair and Landell and Jarrett doing the Fargo strut. So it's, some people, they can find a way to make something their own. Penta made this his own. And it's just a couple of steps, but it's just so cool looking. I mark out over that every time. I love that. Penta showed much love, and then they both, they did their taunts. Ray threw Penta over the ropes. Penta's right foot touched the floor, and that got a pop. At one point, like Ray might have restrained his knee when they was going back and forth and doing stuff. I'm like, Ray, you're not as quick as you used to be, man.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to. He was trying. Ray was trying.
You're older and you're a little heavier.
Yeah, your knees don't bend so well anymore.
Whose does? Let's be real about it.
Mine do. I got full range, but I haven't been bumping and getting hung upside down in a ladder and beat on with a chair either.
Not yet.
What's up with the yet? So Otis and Gable, they had a few moments when Otis slapped Gable and got German suplexed and then applied a torture rack. That was pretty good. Braun Breaker ran in, speared Hayes, threw him out.
Who was Hayes?
Carmelo.
Oh, okay.
The only other Hayes that would be there would be BS Hayes. And
I forgot that Carmelo was in it. So I'm like, who's Hayes?
Tozawa. How can I say this?
I'd leave this company.
Yes.
I would leave.
He comes out to his music, and then Hayes blasts him in the back of the head, laying him out. Then Tozawa needs to be replaced, and that was his whole point, to come out and be replaced by this jackweed dude named Speed.
He's got a lot of followers.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he was there.
You have a lot of followers. You too can win a contest and be in the WWE that never had a contest. So Triple H was like, you can go out, and the guy's like,
I ain't ready.
Yeah, but he's looking like he won something. I was like, man, and he says, he's like, but you gotta go. So he goes out there
in Crocs.
Braun spears the hell out of him, throws him out for Otis to catch him, and then sack of shit slam him onto the announce table.
Into the floor.
So that was nice. Commentary is annoying as fuck as they scream into the mics and are over the top with everything. I'm like, either y'all are trying to cover up for being tired, or people are telling y'all in y'all ear like, hey,
Scream.
man, more excitement. Because, promos, you talk, and it's right here. And they yell to get your attention. That's why they do that. That's why they yell, because they know you're losing your attention. And everybody in this country got ADD, Hey, look, as much crap as in the foods. If you ain't got ADD or ADHD, then you're not normal. So
yeah, inattentive is the new normal.
So Jimmy Uso enters and do the foot jabs. Jacob came in, got rid of a few, and then Ludwig, nah, bro, I'd be mad. I'd be like, man, y'all shouldn't be using me like this. But he came in and then waited. Ludwig came in and he attacked Penta, threw him out, just shy of the record held by Santino Marella, who I guess got eliminated the fastest. I mean, he got in and Penta said, get out.
Yeah.
It was, Ludwig got in, Penta said, all right. I'm like, that was your job, Ludwig? Just
Yeah.
that? You had this great match with Braun Breaker for the IC belt. You had these other great matches. You starting to come up, and this is how they view you. I have a problem.
It's not new.
Y'all better pay me.
Everybody but like 1 or 2 are expendable.
Penta snuck in a chance to throw Braun out, and then Breaker holler like a creature got him. You know, but he didn't get. He snuck in a chance to throw him out, but he didn't get him. And I was like, he sounded like Uncle Scott. Braun was hollering. I was like that. Now I've heard Rick sound like that in his much younger days, but Scott always sound like that when he's doing his, Big Papa Pump voice. Jacob hit a captured Samoan drop on the Miz, which was nice. The fans chanted Fatu. The first person to get a chant, it was Jacob Fatu.
Yep.
Out of everybody got in, Jacob was the first one. The fans popped for Joe Hendry. I was kind of popping too. I was like, what?
I was like, it's Joe Hendry.
And he's TNA champion. They actually put the belt on him. And I was like, he looked good with that belt on.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all kind of make me want to see this. And I thought, then it hit me halfway down the aisle. I was like, y'all gonna job this dude out instead of have him. He's the champion. Have him stay in like a champion. And then have him eliminated in some, got screwed over way to get eliminated.
Yeah, Joe Hendry got Tony Khan.
Yep. Roman Reigns got a good pop with maximum acknowledgement. And CJ's like, by the time he gets to the ring, the next person will be coming out. It was almost true.
Yeah.
Roman spears and eliminates Miz, and then Sheamus, and then Hendry. Pretty much that quick. Breaker speared the brakes off of Roman. Heyman is shocked, and then Roman throws Braun out.
And Braun was shocked.
and a lot of fans were like, come on, dude. They were stuck between, it's not fair, but we love Roman. Fatu super kicks Jimmy, throws him out. Roman and Jacob, they fight with Roman hitting the spear to gain the advantage. Drew McIntyre, he come in and he heads for Roman. Drew and Fatu attack Roman. Penta hit the Canadian Destroyer, that thing that is meaningless now. He hit that on Jacob and then was thrown out by Finn Balor to a chorus of boos. Jey Uso has a massive pop, goes after most in the ring and throws out Nakamura. AJ Styles come in. The fans cheer him. Braun Strowman comes out. He's alive after Saturday night's main event, and because he got messed up, so he's alive.
He's alive,
and he eliminates Jacob, who goes wild and ruins the nearby area. But he should have went and grabbed Braun and yanked him out.
Yeah.
Cena comes in at 23. I called 27 to 30. Cedric called 29. But he came in at 23. So we were both wrong. And he eliminates Strowman and Balor. CM Punk comes to the ring. And 6 remain. And the participants wait for 25. Which was Seth Rollins. And I had to note, minor notice of Rollins wearing a kin to Shawn Michaels-ish kind of attire after he became HBK. That attire. I just had to acknowledge that. Sort of like Pretty Deadly wears a little bit of Shawn Michaels top, but it's ballerina form or figure skating form.
Or something.
Dominic comes in at 26. I thought, why is he in this?
He was in it.
Yeah, Dominic Mysterio. He frog splashed Cena and he failed to suplex Roman. Sami Zayn, he came in at 27. Cedric ponders if Solo Sikoa is 30. And I forgot about him, but, but for a good tour, Cena would have to win this, or he has better things in mind. Like Cena's going to win, or he's got better things in mind. 28 is Damian Priest, and no one has been eliminated for a while now, and he eliminates Dominic. So I'm like, okay, you're getting extra revenge. 29 is LA Knight, and he fights with Jay, it's yeah versus yeet to the fans' delight. Jay hesitated to kick Drew so he could inadvertently kick Sami Zayn off the apron. It looks so bad and sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
And 30 is Logan Paul, and the fans dislike him because he's a heel, not for his real life demeanor.
Not because he's an awful individual.
I would put it like this. How bad is WWE to allow someone like that in their company? Just saying. It lets you know there's some nasty going on in that company. So the remaining ones, these are the top seed people remaining. AJ Styles, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Logan Paul, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, John Cena, LA Knight, and Damian Priest. So Priest eliminates Drew. To avoid elimination, Paul leaps from the apron to the announce table. LA Knight eliminates Damian Priest. AJ Styles eliminates LA Knight. Logan Paul eliminates AJ Styles. So 6 remain. Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, John Cena. All right. They all square off to give the fans a view of it. And they do that for a good bit. And then time for commentary to set the mood, which was good. So everyone does Ring of Honor. They just Ring of Honor each other with finishers. Roman and Seth go at it for a bit. Punk eliminates Seth and Roman. Paul eliminates Punk. Seth curb stomps Roman, and he and Punk fight. Everyone in the ring lays motionless for a long time, so all this can play outside the ring. Seth curb stomps Roman on the steps and fights CM Punk some more. And I had to note, I think Jay and Paul can beef while Cena goes on to WrestleMania. That's what I was thinking. But the remaining 3 is Jey Uso, John Cena, Logan Paul. Jay and Logan strike exchange for a bit. Cena eliminates Paul. And I'm like, all right, then it's Cena versus Uso. And I was like, and everyone was more or less happy when Paul got eliminated, but no one really cared. It was kind of like, congratulatory cheer, but nothing really important. You won the cake at the bake-off. Thank you, They square off for a while with the people chanting for Cena. They do the apron fight. This bores the hell out of me. It's done. It's overdone anywhere you see a battle royal. Fight on the apron for a very long time because you don't know who's going to get knocked off. Yada, yada, yada. Cena picks him up for the fireman's carry. Jay drops off his shoulders and just shoves him off the apron. And Cena lands kind of like, what just happened?
Yeah, exactly.
I love Cena's expression. I thought that was great. Like, that just happened. Like, the shock got to go through his mind. That's chef's kiss on that. And Jey Uso, he wins. And
I just don't understand it.
Yeah, me neither.
I just don't understand it.
So he's going to WrestleMania. Okay, and he's got to choose if he's going to go against Gunther or if he's going to go against Cody Rhodes. And
I go against Gunther again.
If he goes against Cody Rhodes, that'll be stepping on Roman Reigns' toes. And if he does beat Cody Rhodes, which he won't, but if he does, then it's going to be Roman and Jay against each other because Roman ain't going to have that. And that'll be SummerSlam. And that's going to reignite Solo Sikoa into something or whatever the heck might happen.
He's got to be about winning a jumping off point for something else because it just doesn't make any sense.
I can't explain it.
He the one that just got beat by Gunther?
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to go and beat Gunther at WrestleMania and then somehow beat him again because put it like this, even if it was legitimate ranking like CR Fire Pro, Gunther would get up there quick. He would get up there quick and be like, hey, bro, give me my belt.
And there isn't anything about Jay's wrestling that makes him exceptional.
He's popular. He's got a hype intro.
That is the only thing.
He wears Randy Savage's visor.
The people of Lyon, France, Jey Uso owes you a profound thanks, because if it was not for you, he would not have won the Royal Rumble.
You know what? I can partially agree with that, because I don't know.
I don't know either. But
what do y'all think out there, the listeners? Do you think Lyon, France started this and it carried over because now everyone's got to keep up with them, and it made Jey Uso far over than he actually should be, and that's why they did this? Or maybe they see something in Jey and they said, let's run with it?
No. Because if that's the case, they should see it in Jimmy too. Because they're the same. Watching them is the same level of meh.
Why you gotta be so mean?
I'm telling you what I see. Maybe I am not the fan for Jey and Jimmy. Most likely that's it. I am not that kind of people. It's cool. We can live and let live. I'm just telling you. Jey winning the Royal Rumble doesn't make any sense.
It's not your cup of tea, is it?
It's not my cup of tea, water, coffee, or liquor. Jey Uso is gin. Yeah.
Good grief. I don't
Gin
even know if
tastes
I've
like medicine.
ever had gin.
No, you haven't. I've only had it once.
Okay.
It tastes like medicine. I wouldn't recommend it.
So look, that's gonna do it for us, because you got to get to the stove.
Gotta get to the stove.
So this has been Cedric and Cedar for CRWC commentary on the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we want y'all to be cool, be chill, be safe. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click that bell so we can see you next time.